Again, thank all of you for coming. Before we get started with the awards and even introducing the guests and stuff tonight, I want to let Carlene Gibson give a presentation about the missing man table up here in the corner.
The missing man table is a table that we set up in memory of our lost friends and our comrades in arms, and that each thing on the table has a significance. The table is round to show our everlasting concern for our members. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their motives when answering the call to duty. The black napkin represents the sorrow we feel in their absence. The single red rose, displayed in a vase, reminds us of the life of each of the missing and their loved ones and friends that kept the faith awaiting their return. The vase is tied with a yellow ribbon. Determination to account for our missing. A slice of lemon on the plate is to remind us of the bitter fate of those captured and missing in a foreign land. A pinch of salt represents the tears endured by those missing and their families who seek answers. The Bible represents the strength gained through faith to sustain those lost from our country, founded as one nation under God. The glass is inverted to symbolize their inability to share in this evening's festivities, and the chair is empty because they are still missing from our ranks. May God grant them eternal rest and peace.
All right. The next thing I'm going to do is introduce our members to you. Once I read off your name, please stand and remain standing until we get done. I'm going to read the entire list whether they're here or not. We got Verna Brett Snyder, Roger Brissett, Bubba Burris, DJ Burley, Pam Cook Davison, Marie Cook, Garth Corbin, Mark Coster, Margaret Coster, Tavion Cottums, Mackenzie Decker, Lindsay Fair, Ryan Fair, Sue Fagan, Valerie Fagan, Nellie Fry, Saidi Garcia, Eric Gibson, Carlene Gibson, Amanda Green, Jay Hall, Shelby Hanson, Cherie Hogan, Craig Hogan, Matthew Holloway, Michaela Hunt, Brenda Herlock, here we go, Jim Herlock, Kenneth Herlock, Larry Herlock, Peggy Herlock, Phyllis Herlock. That's all the Herlocks. Sue Walker James, Jessica Jameson, Margaret Coster, Mark Coster. Oh, they're on there twice. They're double members.
Which one is it, C or K?
It's a C, I believe. Mike Martin, Rita Martin, Florence Mayhew, Mike Mayhew, Jack Richards, Tim Short, Jamie Simpson, Charles Smith, Debbie Switzer, Gary Switzer, Michelle Switzer, Ryan Switzer, Abby Toller, Heather Toller, John Toller, Tim Toller, JJ Vogeltans, and Ashley Vest. That's the membership of the fire department and the rescue squad. To start off with the awards this evening, we give out awards for every 5 years of membership. For those that have reached those 5-year anniversaries, we have 3 tonight. Jessica Jameson, who's not here, reached her 10-year anniversary. Our fire chief, Craig Hogan, has reached his 30-year mark. Thank you.
you.
Now we know why you got gray hair.
They said it was premature.
And our third one this evening is JJ Vogeltans, who has reached his 35th year anniversary. Mama took his pen. All right, we'll move on to the awards for the most calls run, and I'll turn that over to begin with to our fire chief, Greg Hogan.
All right, first, I want to thank everybody who ran the calls and all the help we got throughout the last year. If it wasn't for all of y'all, nothing would happen around here, so thank you, everybody. For the fifth most calls run for 2022, excuse me, was Jack Richards, and he is not here. The fourth most calls goes to Gary Switzer. Thank you, sir. The third most calls goes to myself. And for the first time in about 10 years, this person didn't run the most calls. Second most calls run for 2022 is Mike Martin.
Slacker.
Yeah, Tim said slacker.
I'm gonna quit sleeping so much and start running.
Thank you, sir. And the most calls run for 2022 goes to Tim Toller. Good job, buddy.
Jim, I'm coming out. You there?
So I have the pleasure of giving out the top 5 call runners for the EMS side. I'm the EMS chief, Sheree Hogan. Very proud of all of my providers. We had 302 calls. Our response rate for a volunteer agency is excellent. We have between 98 and 99% response rate with a staffed ambulance. So not just a response vehicle, but a staffed ambulance, which is very good for this small agency. So she doesn't know I was gonna do this, but I have an honorary mention. During 2022, my father had to go out with some knee surgery, and my mom stepped up to the plate to run some calls and to drive for us. And she actually almost got top 5 call runner by just a few calls. So she ran 45 of the 302. So an honorary mention is my mother, Phyllis Rilla.
I was a 24 caregiver for my mother.
My bad. All right. 5th call runner with 59 out of the 302 calls is Abigail Toller.
And Gail.
Good job. Good job.
All right. 4th call runner with 66 calls out of the 302 was John Toller.
Forget something?
She's worse than me.
No soup for you. 3rd top call runner with 96 out of the 302 was Timmy Toller. Sister, I forget. Second place with 141 calls was me. And top call runner for, I'd say, what, second, third, fourth, fifth, 10 years, a decade, 2 decades, 53 years. Someone who doesn't need a mic. My father, Jim Herlock. 171 calls. Yeah, we're not giving you the mic tonight.
I will.
Appreciate you.
I'll give it to you. Just
You give him the, don't give him the mic. Am I up with,
yeah. You're next again.
I'm next again, okay. All right, I get to start off the memorial awards. My award that I give out is the Carl Ely Award. This award, so Carl Ely was the grandfather of Vice President Sue Fagan and then Valerie, our secretary Fagan. It's their granddad who donated the land to build the community center. So this award goes to somebody who dedicates their time and effort to the community without expecting anything in return, which is a huge thing. So I chose this particular person because of that, and so I feel it needs to be said that as a woman in fire and EMS, you have to prove yourself time and time again. This is a very much male-dominated profession, and some would say not suited for a woman. So this particular provider definitely has proven herself not only on the fire side, but on the EMS side of the house. She has grown tremendously in this last year with respect to her character, definitely her bedside manner with patients, her maturity. We're still working on that one. I can tell you some things, but her parents are here, so we'll just keep that. We'll keep that in-house. But each time a call goes out and I see her mark up, I know patients are in good hands. My hope is that she knows this, that she knows her strengths and her weaknesses, knows what an asset she has been to me and the organization. I hope she knows how special a person she is, and to always strive to learn more, to do more, to be more, because she can. There is nothing and no one that should hold her back. My desire is to see her in a leadership role someday. I think she would make an excellent leader. She's quick to ask questions, quick to learn, and she certainly is not afraid to share her opinions decisively. It's one of the many reasons we love her, right? There are no ulterior motives with this one. What you see is pretty much what you get. I admire her more. I admire that more than she knows. So this year's award goes to my little bit, Abigail Toller. Good job, sweetie.
I get to give. There we go. It's working now. I'm going to give out the James Maston Award. James Maston was one of the original founders of the department. He was born and raised here in Richardsville his whole life. He ran fire and EMS. I think did his sons run here, volunteer here at one time? Both his sons, Jimbo and Ronnie, volunteer here. And so the person I chose this year, he came here as a junior, just like everybody else, didn't know his left hand from his right sometimes. He came here, he passed his EMT, he passed firefighter 1 and 2, all that come with that, passed EVOC, which surprised me, but he passed it. He's the first one off the truck. He's always ready to work. Doesn't matter what it is, he'll do it, whether it's holding a sign, directing traffic, fighting fires, cutting somebody over a car. It just doesn't matter. If there's a call, you can almost there's a good chance he's going to be on it. Sometimes he likes to veer off over into left field at times. So sometimes you got to push him, bump him back into the straight line. But we all are good at doing that. I'm glad he's here because it keeps us older folks. We don't have to do as much work as long as he's here. And we just have to buy him a pair of shoes because, short little story, had a structure fire over in Lake of the Woods. And it was pouring rain down that morning. And somebody showed up in just a pair of socks. And I think they said he said he didn't have time to grab his shoes going out the front door. So this year, the James Masson Award goes to Tim Toller. Anytime, buddy. Just remember your shoes next time.
You still owes me a pair of boots. All right, the next memorial award is the Harvey Musselman Award. This award is given not for the operational side of the house, not the fire and EMS of the awards that we just gave out, but the administrative side, those that contribute the most on or most outstanding on the administrative side of the house. The fellows that we're actually going to give out 2 of those this year. The dynamic duo of Mike Martin and Gary Switzer. These guys are just here all the time, taking care of the building, the trucks, just anything that needs to be done. These are the go-to guys that we just can't get them away. So I just thank you guys, and come on up and get your awards. You would have got most calls run, except you're busy taking care of everything else here. Thank you, Gary. All right, one thing we do at the end of our award ceremony is we give our members an opportunity to come up and present a not-so-serious award if they care to do that. I'm going to open that up now. If anybody has one of those, you're welcome to do that. Not this time, Eric?
No.
Okay. We're looking at Eric because usually it's him.
The shoes, that should have been one of the not so simple shoes.
Yeah. Tim Toller still,
That's socks last year.
we got a theme with Tim with shoes. He still owes me a pair of boots. Got his own shoes.
Socks too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll move on to the closing remarks. I'll just say again, we appreciate you all so much. It's such an honor and a privilege to serve our community. And we just thank each and every one of you all for coming out. The support you give us just day in and day out. We just can't thank you enough for that. We love you all and we appreciate you. And thanks for coming out and joining us this evening. God bless you all.